guys, Taylor here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you've already been here, thanks for coming back. So in today's video, I have a quick concealer review for you guys. Today I'm going to be testing out the new Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer from Makeup by Mario. So if you are interested in seeing this concealer in action or just hearing my thoughts, then please keep on watching. Before we start the video, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please turn your post notifications on so you get notified every time your girl uploads a video. And follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright you guys, so my brows are already done, and for my everyday eye look today, I used the chocolate eyeshadow palette from Juvia's Place. For lashes, I'm wearing the Style Charming from Sephora Collection, and I did already do my skincare. And for skin prep, I didn't really do anything. I just finished off with my sunscreen. I'm wearing the La Roche-Posay Anthelios Invisible Sunscreen. I will also have that linked down below for you guys. Before I jump into the concealer, I'm going to apply my primer so it can sit on my face while I'm telling you guys about the concealer. For primer, I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm. This is in the shade Universal. So I picked up two shades. I got the shade 460 and the shade 360. This one looks really light. It was a bit hard to choose my shade because I did order mine online because it wasn't available in store as yet. And the swatches on Sephora, honestly, it did not help at all. After I placed my order, Makeup by Mario did post swatches. So I'm thinking that 460 should work. If not, I'll probably have to go back and get the shade 420. But I just wanted to try it out to see what it looks like, see if I like it. So let me tell you guys a little bit about the concealer. So this retails for $29 and it comes in 22 shades. It is supposed to be a pro performance multi-use concealer that visibly lifts, blurs and brightens your under eyes and complexion for an awakened appearance. It is supposed to give you medium coverage and it's a natural liquid concealer. I am going to go in with foundation. I'm not using a foundation today. I'm going to use the Yummy Skin Tint from Danessa Myricks. I use this in the shade number 13. I feel like my skin is looking really good today, so I don't want to do anything too full coverage. So I'm going to go in with this, and then I want to see how much coverage I'm going to get from the concealer. And I'm going to blend this out with a 106 brush from BK. So my skin tint is on. As I said, I'm not going super full coverage because I feel like my skin looks really good right now, and the Yummy Skin Tint just evens out everything, so it looks like I'm wearing a full coverage foundation. So I went ahead and I swatched the concealer. So the first shade that I swatched is 460, and this is medium dark with a neutral undertone. And y'all, I feel like 460 is going to be perfect. This is what 460 looks like. I'm looking in the viewfinder and it looks like it has like a golden undertone, but I promise you it is a pretty neutral undertone, and I feel like this shade is really going to work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the shade 360. This one is really light. I know this isn't my concealer shade, but because I was ordering online, I preferred to get like a dark shade and then a light shade, and in worst case I could like mix it, and if I like the concealer I can go back in store and get my correct shade. But I think 460 looks really good. This one is medium with a peach undertone. So this is 460 and this one is 360. Once again, I know 360 isn't my shade, but the swatches didn't really help on Sephora. I'm going to remove 360 because I want to swatch my NARS concealer so you guys can see what that looks like next to the shade 460. So I'm swatching NARS Amon. So this is Makeup by Mario 460 and this is NARS Amand. So swatched next to the NARS concealer, the shade 460 looks pretty good. It looks like something that I would use for like everyday wear, and then I'll probably get another shade, probably like 420 or 440 or something, just to brighten the under eyes. But I want to see what it looks like when I apply it. So I'm just going to go in with my cream bronzer and let the concealer sit for a second. I'm using the Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade medium, and I'm taking this on my E4 brush from Morphe. So I'm going to continue to blend the concealer. I'm using a sponge This sponge is the Shop Miss A Papa sponge. You can find this on my Amazon storefront. To blend everywhere else before I blend my under eyes. So the first thing that I'm noticing with this concealer, one, it is very easy to blend, and two, you do not need a lot of product, like the tiniest bit and you are good. I'm going to have to go back over with my foundation brush just to blend this out properly, but you do not need a lot of this concealer, just the tiniest bit. So after letting that sit for a minute, it is still blending pretty easily. So this is what it looks like with a sponge, and this is what it looks like with a brush. I feel like with the sponge, I got like a medium coverage, and then with the brush, it is full coverage. I don't know if you guys can tell. I like both sides. I feel like it looks really, really smooth under my eyes. What I am going to do is I'm just going to pass over the side with the sponge. I'm just going to go in with the brush on top of that just to try and even out everything, but I feel like both sides look really good. Even though this concealer is self-setting, it isn't drying down super fast and it is still like creasing under my eyes. I don't want to use the shade 360. I honestly don't feel like I need it, but I'm going to take the tiniest bit and apply it right in this area right here, just the tiniest bit, and see if that is going to like brighten a little bit, even though I feel like 460 did everything that I needed it to do. I just want to see what it would look like if it was a little bit brighter. And I'm going to go in with the brush and I'm just going to gently tap this in. So the shade 360 is not a need. I wouldn't keep this shade, but if you like a brighter under eye, you can go in with another shade of this concealer because it looks so good. That tiny bit of 360 makes a huge difference. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to set my face. I think the concealer looks really good under my eyes. It's not as thick as my NARS concealer, but it's also not as thin as the Huda Beauty concealer. It's like a good in-between kind of consistency, but the formula isn't like a drying formula. It isn't matte, it isn't hydrating. It's like a good in between. I don't know if any of that makes sense. Before I set, I'm just going to go back over with the concealer brush, and then I go in with my powder, and I'm going to apply my powder with a brush as well. This is the 108 brush, also from BK Beauty. I will have that linked down below for you guys as well. I'm going to set the rest of my face with this Sephora Collection powder. This is in the shade 64 Neutral Mocha, and I'm using another brush from BK. This is the 105 powder brush. Okay, you guys, so this is what the face is looking like after setting the concealer. I think it looks really good. It is giving me just enough brightness. I really like the shade 460 because even on my forehead, it looks super natural, but just like a hint of brightness. It looks really, really good under the eyes. It doesn't look super dry at all. I do really like the way this concealer is looking. I am going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face off camera and then come back and give you guys my final thoughts. All right, you guys, so this is the finished look. I forgot to do my lips with you guys on camera, but I will have it linked down below for you guys, as well as everything else that I used on my face. I'm not going to be doing a wear test for you guys today because it is 3 o'clock, so I feel like it's a little bit too late to do a wear test, but I will let you guys know in the comment section of this video how the concealer wears. But so far, my thoughts on this concealer, you guys, the shade number 360 is definitely going back to the store because this is not my shade, but 460 looks perfect for everyday wear. I truly believe that this concealer is blurring. My under eyes look so filtered right now. I do think you can dress it up or dress it down depending on how you apply this concealer. So if you want something that is easy for everyday wear, you go in with a sponge and you will get like medium coverage. But if you want more full coverage, I'd say go in with a brush. Even the shade 460 on its own, it did conceal as well as like brighten my under eye. But if I was supposed to get like a little bit more brightness under my eyes, I would have to get another shade. So I'm going to shop around and see what the shade 420 or the shade 440 looks like. But for now, the shade 460 is perfect. I really do like the way this concealer looks. If you usually use the shade Amande in the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, I do feel like you'd like the shade 460. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10 because I want to see how it wears before I give it like a 9. But I do feel like the shade range could have been a little bit better. Like 22 shades is good, and I do like that the undertones actually match up. So this is a neutral undertone and it actually looks like a neutral shade under my eyes. I love that. I feel like 30 shades could have been better because I am seeing a few gaps in the shade range. But for right now, I do really like this concealer. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I love how smooth my under eyes look, you guys, without feeling heavy. I do feel like this concealer paired with the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation is going to look stunning together because the foundation gives more coverage and then the concealer is like more medium, so it's going to look perfect together. But that is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you going to try this concealer out? I feel like the complexion products are starting to come out. I saw House Labs is coming out with another concealer that I want to try. But let me know if you are going to give this one a try from Makeup by Mario. If we are shade twins and you're looking for something for everyday wear, I'd say go with the shade 460. But if you want a more brighter under eye, I'd say just get a lighter shade, mix it with 460 or try 440 or 420. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.